Hello everyone, welcome back to Fenhoff Ironworks YouTube channel. I've got some time today, some extra time, so I thought I'd make a little pair of pliers. I got two pieces, 5 inches long of 1/2 inch square, and I want to make a nice little pair of pliers, needle nose pliers, because I don't actually have any at the house. So with that being said, I have on my whiteboard over there that you can't see right now, drawn a nice step-by-step instructions, I suppose, or process. So I guess we'll go over there and I'll show you guys what the plan is and then get a fire. All right, so as you can see, step one, we're gonna do a set down to sort of get the tine isolated to start out. That'll eventually become the tapered portion of the jaws of the pliers. The second step, we're gonna rotate that 90 degrees on the anvil, do another set down, but along the whole length of the shaft to start preparing the handle material. The third step is to flip that another 90 degrees in the same direction so that the first set down is projecting outward, to set down another area to then draw the handle material down to closer to its final width, and also start getting the boss section ready to then move to step 4, where you just sort of clean up that square area. You clean it up, make it more round, punch a hole in the middle for a rivet, finish the handle, and then also taper and finish up the tine material to the final shape. The 5th step is to just assemble it, put a rivet through the 2 holes in the boss areas of your 2 halves, because obviously you're gonna make 2 of these, and then assemble them as such. So one critical thing to remember is that you have to make both of the sides the same way. So you can't rotate each half differently. You have to rotate them in the same direction. Otherwise, you'll end up with 2 right, or 1 right and 1 left-handed tine, which don't fit together. So anyway, that's the plan. I guess we'll move to starting a fire. So in the past, my videos have been somewhat tutorial focused, sort of teaching, I guess. I want to try something else out, so I'm gonna, and you've probably already seen, do a lot more editing in this video, but I'm also gonna do a lot less explaining during the process. So I'm gonna follow the steps that you all saw a second ago, and I'm just gonna make these pliers. One final thing I'd like to note before we get into the forging is I am sponsored by Western Welder Outfitting. There's a link in the description. Go and check out their welding gear. Use the code down there that comes with that link and get 15% off some really high quality welding gear. This fire resistant shirt for welding is on there. These hats are there. I've got some jeans. I'm not wearing them right now, but they're on there too. All really good stuff. They sent me a vest recently that's really high quality. I like it a lot. So check that out. I'm gonna get to it. got the two tines, the two halves, filed as much as I want to. I could go a lot further, make it completely clean, but I'm gonna re-blacken these and give it a little bit more texture than that, honestly. I like things to look forged, not to look bad or to look rustic, but I like them to look as if hands made them. So I could go further, but I'll choose not to. The final couple things I gotta do is punch holes with a little round punch in the middle of these two bosses, and then make a rivet, and then rivet these guys together. There's also, as you can see, quite a large gap there. That should be fine. Once these are riveted together, what I could do is heat the whole thing up and kind of play with it as a whole piece, you know, sort of close any gaps in the handles and the jaws. I can do all that once I've fitted it together already. So I'll go ahead and do that first, and then once I've done that, I can figure out the rest of the gaps and everything. All right, so I got the forging done. They're a nice size. They open and close pretty well. There's a little bit left to do. I'm gonna go do a little bit of grinding on these tines. One of them is just slightly wider than the other. And then once that's done, I'm going to go ahead, straighten these handles just a little, or a little bent, and go ahead and wire wheel everything, clean it up, and give you guys a final view of them. If you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps a lot. I'd like people to see my content. I think that I have knowledge to offer, and I think it's valuable for the world. So it'd mean the world to me if you share it with other people that you think would be interested. That being said, I'll see you guys in a minute with the finished pair of pliers. All right, guys, I got the finished pair of pliers here. They're not perfect, I'll be the first to admit, but for a few hours, probably 3 hours of forging and filming at the same time, they're not bad. They'll do for sure. They'll do the job. You know, there's a gap here. These could be a little cleaner. I mean, obviously, there's always room to improve, but as far as it goes, I think they'll do just fine for what I need them for. Again, if you guys like the video, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.